Welcome to Living in Grace. And we saw Paul sharing about his ministry. And they were talking about you and I being called to ministry, calling this priestly duty. The priestly duty of preaching the word, the priestly duty of bringing praise to God, and the priestly duty of praying for one another. Well, guess what? You can do it. I can do it. We can do this ministry. This is what God's called us to do. And Paul's saying in this ministry, he said, man, I don't want to speak of anything except what Christ has accomplished through me, leading the Gentiles to obey God. You see this? That's Romans 15, verse 18. And God confirmed it by signs and miracles through the power of the Holy Spirit to wherever Paul was going. Well, guess what? Paul was traveling around that part of the world. Well, you and I, we're traveling a different part of the world. And we're going from place to place, from here to there. Well, guess what? If we begin to go with a mindset that this is my ministry, wherever you work, wherever you live, whatever job you do, wherever you are in your season of life, if we begin to realize wherever I go, I'm going to do ministry. It doesn't mean someone's got to call you up and say, hey, we want to book you to go and preach at this event. If that's the only kind of ministry you're looking for, you're missing ministry on itself. You're just in it for the limelight, or you're just in it to get your name out there, to go and preach at bigger events, or to be called and to go into a conference or whatever. And that's good, and we need to do that because that's part of some things I do also. But if we begin to realize wherever I go throughout the day, wherever I'm at, wherever I'm driving to, whoever I'm meeting with, I'm going there to do ministry with having the mindset, I don't want to speak of anything except what Christ has done. And guess what? You can do that through everyday language, everyday relationships. It doesn't mean you got to go start preaching, Bible thumping somebody. It means that if you're at the grocery store and you're able to spark a conversation, somehow, some way you can share God's love or God's blessing or God's provision in you and through you. Or if you're talking to a friend, or you're speaking to someone in the mall or on the golf course, you can use everyday life. And what we call this is this. We call it relational evangelism. You can do your ministry in everyday relationships. People don't care how much you know, or people they don't care how much you're how much you know until they know how much you care. You see, investing your lives into others, I believe, is the key to ministry. I believe it's the key to evangelism. I believe it's the key to doing the work of the priestly ministry of preaching, praising, and praying. You see, I believe that God's called you to do this, and you're listening to this now. You're thinking, no, not me. And God's saying, no, exactly you. You're a Christ follower. He's called you. He's equipped you. He's empowered you. And today, let's begin to do this work of ministry and share what Christ has done in you and through you. Beloved, today you're called to be a minister of the gospel.